Good morning. It's time for a video on rebounding. I'm about to do my daily 15-minute active recovery slash getting leaner and more conditioned slash getting healthier hack. And I normally do at least a 15-minute session. So I'm going to record that and talk about any important points about it I can think of while I'm doing so. And I figure this, for those who need someone to do something with, that's why I'm recording this video. Most of you know I do this daily, but I figure if I record my session, some of you who would like to have much better health and just feel too alone can turn on this video, and if you get a small trampoline, they're cheap, anywhere from $15 to $50 range is usually what most people spend within. You can get a very functional, useful small trampoline. I just got a cheapo. They do eventually wear out as much as I use them, and then I just get another cheapo. Anyway, I'll start going here. We'll start talking about all the benefits. Let me show first how I'm jumping when you look at my feet. All right, this is it, and I'll explain the stick in a second here. All I'm going to be doing, guys, this is not an intensity workout or anything else. This is super easy, and it's a great life hack. Watch, this is it. See that? Okay, I'm barely jumping. My feet are barely coming off. Sometimes my toes don't even come off. That's my basic bouncing for health here, the health bounce they call it. Now, if you do this daily for, well, even 3 minutes a day, really improves your health. For physique athletes, I'll tell you what, this is a more efficient way to tone up and get leaner. You can put in less time and less work doing this than you do on, say, a Stairmaster or some kind of cardio equipment. This is superior for toning you up, okay? I'm all about giving. The hard part is getting anybody to listen. But I'm giving. So if anybody's paying attention, try this. Take me up on it. It's amazing. So yeah, now I'll film kind of, I guess, head level. That's about right. So the stick, what do I use the stick for? Okay. Because of being a noob and focusing too much on presses in all my early lifting years, I had developed these sort of internally rotated shoulders, rotator cuff issues, etc. And during a phase when one of my rotator cuffs was bothering me and taking a long time to recover, I noticed that when I was on the trampoline bouncing, I didn't like my shoulder posture. I thought, you know what? I could be working on my posture at the same time I'm doing this daily rebounding. So I got a stick. I hook it behind my arms like this. And what it does is it causes me to be able to relax. I hold on to my belt area with my hands, and it pulls my shoulders back into a healthy position. And it even reminds me, because the stick is pulling them that way, to have a good posture, not to be slumping or internally rotating or anything like that. And it's really helped my rotator cuffs, just this one thing. If I'm going to rebound daily, this stick is comfortable. I rest it against my back, you can see here, okay? Hook my arms on it, hold on to my belt area with my pants so my hands aren't flopping up and down when I'm jumping, okay? And then that gives all that support, everything's stable, my shoulders sit in a nice position. And I just try to make sure I'm having a good posture, okay? So let me check the time here. Okay, we're gonna start, and I'm gonna go about 15 minutes starting now. I chose 15 as my minimum daily. Sometimes I'll go all the way up to, say, an hour and a half sometimes in a session. Other days I might do multiple 15-minute sessions. Now, normally, in what you could call the off season, okay, like the last year before I started this bodybuilding progression that I started, that I'm 1 week into, the 15-minute daily on minimum on this would be plenty for me to get a lot of benefits. But now that I'm getting into my bodybuilding phase, and conditioning is important. Conditioning is always a part of the training of good bodybuilders, because again, it's not going to matter how big your muscles are. If you're not really well conditioned, you're never going to look high level. So for me, this is a wonderful conditioning hack. I've noticed that it adds cuts to the legs, and it's easy. Now, some people, if you jump on one of these for 30 minutes and you've never done it, you may have sore calves or sore quads or something. But pretty soon it gets real easy, and there won't be any soreness to your muscles, but you notice the details, the striations popping more just from this. And in fact, if you want to jump on your toes the whole time, which you can actually get a really good calf pump. Okay, you could use this as complementary calf training. If you want to bend your knees, okay, and bounce with legs bent the whole time, you can get a hell of a quad workout. All right, if you want to do something I sometimes do, is I hold out dumbbells in a lateral raise position and just hold them and let the weight bounce up and down against my shoulders while I'm holding it. That's a really good stretch overload. You can make sore deltoids. So in other words, there's plenty of ways to build muscle on a trampoline. That's just not what I use it for. I use it for its most efficient purpose, which is getting the lymphatic system to flow. You see, for those who don't know, the circulatory system that circulates blood in your body runs on your heart, and I know you all know that. So your blood is always circulating, at least to some degree. Granted, people should at least go for daily walks to have better circulation, but that's a bit of a side note. What people don't know, because there's been a real lack of study, information, awareness, and appreciation for the value and the meaning of the lymphatic system, is that the lymphatic system in your body has a lot more fluids in it than you have blood, and they're essential to your life and health, okay? This is what gets clogged and breaks down, and when it fails, you get cancer or some other disease, eating you alive because you don't have the function of your lymph nodes anymore. Also, you'll always look puffy and water retention and bad skin and every other kind of thing to appeal to this from the vanity side, okay? If you want to look a lot better, you need to move your fucking lymph, to put it lightly. This was proven by NASA. This simple, cheap piece of technology, a trampoline, was proven to be the most effective way currently known for human beings to move their lymph, okay? Even 3 minutes of this a day, if people would just do this 3 minutes a day, they'd be smarter, healthier, happier, better looking, and many people would avoid things like cancer and other diseases simply because their lymphatic system never became so dysfunctional that it couldn't keep you alive anymore, okay? So, again, if you disagree with any of that, that's fine, but do your own research, okay? I'm not making any of this up. And I'm doing my very best to give away priceless things to humanity all the time. It's amazing how frustratingly difficult that's been so far, but for those with an ear to hear, please empower yourself with the knowledge about this, okay? And for those of you that just want to look better and feel better, and you just want to be able to rebound with somebody, hey, turn this video on and bounce with me, all right? We're going to do approximately 15 minutes today. If you don't do the whole 15, that's fine. Aim for at least 3. 3 minutes a day. Jumping on a trampoline makes a tremendous amount of difference in your health and well-being, even your appearance. With consistency, okay? I'm not saying do a 3-minute jump on a trampoline and everything in your life is going to be all fixed. It's something that you need to get in the habit of. And when it becomes a normal part of your life, your day doesn't feel complete without doing this. You look forward to it. It's easy. You can put it in front of the TV. You can, put it in front of, I don't know, you could set it on your porch and watch the kids play outside. It all depends where you live and what you're doing. Can you imagine if they did this in offices, if everybody took a 3-minute break to get some oxygen and circulation and lymph flowing so their brains work again, to drastically improve their health, to relieve tension, it'd be super productive. Super productive way to use time and energy. That's it. Gentle jumping. And my 2 cents, I keep all my body relaxed while I'm on this, very loose, okay? You want to actually feel your muscles and flesh bouncing and jiggling and flopping up and down if you can, okay? It's not about being tight and posing and flexing while you're on this thing, because remember, you want to move your lymphatic fluids, and actually the relaxed motion of your body is going to let that move through easier, okay? So, this has been proven to improve your balance, your awareness of where you are in space, coordination, bone density, organ health, brain health and function. If you do a little research, it's very exciting. There's a million things that people go out of their way to spend a lot of money on to try to improve one small area of life that simple rebounding does a better job of improving than a lot of the more expensive, elaborate, complicated methods to address any of those areas of life. So this is super efficient. Anybody except someone who's literally like crippled can do this. It's low impact. Even for people with damaged knees, it's low impact. Now, of course, all this comes with a disclaimer. I mean, if your knees are so bad you can't rebound, that's one thing. But almost anybody in the world can do this. It's very easy, and it really improves your health and well-being. And like I say, once it's a daily habit, it just gets easy to do. You know, it's, let's see, we've been going for about 7 minutes here. Just about done with this session, or half done with it, I guess. But yeah, it's easy. So as I'm going through my bodybuilding progression here, I'll be using it more. I'll either be doing more sessions per day, or at least one big session. Maybe on the rare occasion that I get a chance to say watch a movie I like, I can put this thing in front of it and I can jump through the whole movie. I can do an hour and a half or 2 hours, you know. Get in the zone and really just stay with it, breathe. You know, you can get to where your feet are balanced enough that it's no effort anymore. Your body's just bouncing on its own. You don't even have to think about it. And then you can start like doing deep breathing practices. For me, it's meditative. When I'm not talking on a video like this and I'm just doing this on my own, it's a very meditative state. It's relaxed, it's deep breathing. I'm visualizing, you know, I'm, creating positive, I wouldn't say affirmations, like positive plans for the day, things that I'm working on, things I'm excited about. You know, I'm improving on those visions. I'm working things out in my head, doing some deep breathing. It's very peaceful, okay? It's not exertion. Now, if you get winded just doing a bounce like this at first, I mean, you know, that just means you're in very poor cardio type conditioning. Keep doing it. Even your cardio is going to improve. It's been shown to improve heart health. And like I say, it's not hard. It's not like a sprint. It's not even like jogging. Jogging is 10 times as hard a work as this, okay? Super easy, and you get a ton of health benefits. As if you were a more dedicated athlete, okay? If I was a minimalist for life, this would be all I did for exercise. I would do 3 minutes a day on a rebounder and have good overall health profiles compared to everybody else and still be the laziest dude ever, because this takes nothing, okay? That's what I would do if I was a minimalist on exercise. So for me, of course, the question's not how to use it minimally. For me, the question is how to fit in more sessions into my life in a convenient way so I can do this sustainably over time. One thing a lot of people make mistakes with is they say, okay, that's a good exercise, or that's a good daily life practice, or whatever. I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to make sure I'm never going to miss a day. I'm going to do it twice a day. I'm going to do it 5 times a day. You know, and that's honorable, the whole more is better mentality. The problem most people don't realize they're setting themselves up for is when you put all those conditions on it, you're trying to force yourself to do too much of something, and you end up burning out, and then you just quit and you don't do it anymore. So I would say with something like this, start out easy. Find a way to put 3 minutes of gentle bouncing into your day. Use it as affirmation time, okay? Do some deep breathing and say all the affirmations about what your day is about if you want to be a productive person, you know. I mean, you can use it to hate on your neighbor if you want to, but it's gonna reduce the health benefits a lot. So, and one thing this channel's about, that it's different and evolving more and more to shine as a light among what they call, ironically, online fitness, which is mostly just unfitness. This channel is about being constructive, expansive, positive, motivational, okay? I'm here to give you guys for free what others won't give you if you pay for it, because they don't have it, okay? So use these things, guys. Blow your life up into a whole better scene. That's all I'm asking, okay? You don't have to. I want it for you. If you want it for you, take it, okay? I wouldn't be spending the time to record this silly thing if I didn't 100% stand for everything I'm saying here, all right? So, yeah, use it. This is awesome. This is, and even if you're not an athlete, hey, do you want to have health? Do you want to have a brain that works? Let's say you're an artist, or you're a business person, or you're a parent, or you're I don't know, a politician, or whatever the hell you are. Whatever the hell you think is worth getting up out of bed for in the morning, you're going to be so much better at it for longer, and it's going to be easier if you just have a simple thing like 3 minutes of this in your life every day. Now, I don't have any affiliate programs. I don't sell trampolines, guys. I'm not selling anybody anything. I'm giving as much as I possibly can to the world while I'm here. All right? So think about that and look into it for yourself, so you can start getting the mad benefits also. Feels good, man. Feels really good. Who's with me? Who's jumping with me? Who's doing this daily? You want to have a body that tones up and looks as if you're a serious athlete, even if you're not? There's people that have literally gone from just sort of skinny, fat, mediocre, flabby to well-toned and defined, looking like, you know, some kind of serious athlete. And they're not. They just do this. I've seen the testimonials. I've read a lot of it. I've seen the difference it makes with me. It's real. See, a lot of people, here's one that'll sound controversial. Hey man, everything I do on this channel stands out as the opposite to the rest, so I guess controversial is unavoidable, so let me just say it. A lot of what you guys think is body fat, stubborn body fat you can't seem to get rid of, it's not. It's toxic, acidic waste trapped in your lymph system. And if you ever want to get that nasty bag of water off of your body so you can see the muscles underneath, you're going to have to clean your lymph system, period. As much as I love Arnold, and as much as he's super awesome, inspiring example of many great things, it doesn't mean that everything the guy ever said was 100% accurate. For example, he would say, "It's simple. If it jiggles, it's fat." And that sounds cool and all, but it's actually not scientifically true. Okay? There are some of you that are disciplined enough, have trained hard enough, have dieted hard enough. You don't really even have body fat, okay? What you do have is toxic acid fluid retention, which is hiding your muscularity, okay? So some people will say, when I started rebounding, all of a sudden I burned tons and tons of fat. Now you're definitely burning some because you're using your body, you're breathing, you're pumping blood, you're moving muscles. So you're burning some. But I can tell you from this low exertion exercise, you're not burning as much fat doing this as you would be if you were, say, jogging. And yet, many people will notice superior results, getting leaner and more defined, bouncing on one of these than all the jogging they did. Why is that? Because you weren't actually fat to begin with. It was toxins. It's lymphatic toxicity, okay? I know it's going to be a while till science catches up in a mainstream way to what I just said. And you're never going to have all these anti-fitness channels ever tell any of you any of this, because if you had an easy way to get shredded and look better than them, you wouldn't hang out on their loser channel anymore, would you? Okay? But it's real, and I want you guys to test this. Go wreck the industry and show people that it's okay to have actual standards for fitness. There are ways to have an amazing physique, amazing health, amazing everything. You're just being taught there is none, guys. That's what this channel's here for. And this one, you get a lot. You get a lot for your money and effort. Okay, health, well-being, mindset, physical improvements, visual improvements, athletic improvements. You get a lot for this, okay? So that's all I can say. Hopefully that gets you motivated, do some of your own research, get inspired, and go for it. If you need a little more inspiration, you can turn this video back on anytime and bounce with me, friends, right? Do it. That's it. We just did a nice old 15-minute session. That's 5 times as long as you have to for results, okay? And it's fun. After a while, you might find you're just kind of in a trance and you just want to stay on here sometimes because it feels so good. You know, once your legs are used to it, it's no effort at all. It's just, oh man, I'm just meditating. All right? There it is, 15, 16 minutes, feedback below. Inspiring stories and testimonials I look forward to for anybody who's willing to apply these easy things to drastically improve your life. Much love. Over and out for now.